it's me again, Val. I had a kind of comment slash question from one of my subscribers, David, from my crazy narcissist ex-girlfriend. Hey, and he basically kind of said, whatever, go back, break the no contact rule and go back. I have a template. Now it goes not just with boyfriends, but with friends, with anybody. And my template is always treat others how you would like to be treated, and the way you should be treated is how you treat others. So I'm very, I hope that I treat my friends, I value my friends, and I always treat them and do the best, not through, it's not a choice, it comes naturally. I don't have to think about how to treat them. It comes naturally to treat them with loyalty and love and everything. So I do expect that back. So although I put up with my ex-narc for a while, without just dumping their ass straight away, I did kind of fail a little bit there. But now the no contact's been for, well, I can't even count, since November. No, I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't give them the time of day. So I've always treated my friends, yeah, how I'd like to be treated. And sometimes you don't get that back. And the template is, if they do something that you wouldn't do, maybe that's quite harsh, maybe that's maybe slightly, I don't know, I can't think of the word. I have lost lots of friends in this way, but I don't care. Do you know what? I'd rather live in a desert island on my own and be happy than have people around me who are toxic and bring me down, because I've had a lot of that in my life. I've had a lot of toxic people in my life. I think I'm just very unlucky. Like I said the first couple of videos, I'm unlucky. I really am unlucky. And I've evolved into a person I am today, and maybe that person's nice, maybe that person's not nice. Maybe I cause my unluckiness. Maybe it's me that's made these toxic people who they are. And if they are toxic around me, well, I'll avoid them. Whether it's my fault or whether it's their fault. If they're toxic around me, if they create it or I create it, it's best if I stay away. So that's kind of how I see it. I will, I'll tell you a story. I've mentioned it a few times. My first huge relationship that I walked away from was my friend. I called Nancy. I called her Nancy before on videos. She was my best friend since the age of 18. We were like sisters. We looked like sisters. We had all that kind of curly brown hair in the 80s. And she was obviously a friend with Stumpy. And we all know I call him Stumpy because he's Stumpy. He doesn't deserve any other name. I'd love to put his name out there. Do you know there should be some kind of a list of narcissists? You should be able to just put the names down on a list. One day. Anyway, so Nancy was a friend. She started to change and act really strange towards me. To cut a long story short, we were supposed to be going on holiday, and a lot of our group of friends were more her friends. There were a lot of people that sort of like her posse, because she was one of these people that was a leader of the posse. You know, we all followed around. And she was supposed to, we were going on holiday, and I was booking it, I was looking for it, I was going to sort of find it, because I'm a bit like that. I kind of like organising. And I've got a hair salon as well, so I asked her, when are we going? And she said, oh, May. And I said, well, I need to know exactly the dates, because I need to book my clients, my appointments around the dates. She goes, I'll just book out the whole of May to start with. So I did. And it got on months, and it got close to that month. People wanted to book in, so I asked Nancy, you need to tell me when we're going on holiday. Oh, book the last 2 weeks out. I said, are you dealing with your friends? Are you telling your friends? Yeah, I'll sort it out. So I opened up the month of May and left the last 2 weeks blocked out. And it got close to the time, and suddenly she came to me and she said, Val, you need to change the holiday. One of the friends can't come because of her child. And I said, oh, I can't. I said, I booked all the clients around them. Oh, you'll have to change it. And I said, I can't cancel like 50 people, you know, Nancy. I said, I've booked up. And she went, no. She says, it's a child's birthday. You can't expect her to leave her child on a birthday. I said, yeah, but you can't expect me to cancel all my customers. Do you know what she said? Don't be so fucking selfish. I'm on the phone and I'm like, selfish? I'm not being selfish. I said, the child's birthday is important to your friend and my business is important to me. No one's wrong or right, but I can't cancel my customers because of a child's birthday. And she said, what are you going to do then? Now a friend would normally go, okay, listen, I'll go and talk to the girl, we'll see what we can come up with and I'll come back to you and we'll sort it out, Val. She turned around, she goes, listen, I don't care what you do, as long as we'll call this girl Debbie, as long as Debbie can come on holiday, I don't care what you do. That's not a template. So at that point she was kind of oozing out the sides of my template. I don't care what you do, as long as Debbie can come on holiday, because she deserves it. Now, I'd just gone through a divorce. And I said, Debbie just doesn't... We all deserve a holiday, Nancy. We all deserve a holiday, not just Debbie. Yeah, we'll make your mind up what you're going to do then. I said, I can't come on holiday. I cannot cancel all my customers. I've done everything you've asked me to, and now you've come to me and said I have to cancel all my customers, and I can't. She goes, well, you're being fucking selfish. And I think I put the phone down. And I expected her to call back and say, listen, I'm sorry, you know, well, let's move the holiday to when we can all go. I didn't hear nothing from her. I wrote her a letter, and I can't remember whether I got anything back. I think she expected me to go and see her. So anyway, this toxic friend basically put on Facebook, 5 more sleeps till the holiday or whatever, 5 more weeks till the holiday, can't wait, can't wait. And she kept on announcing this holiday on Facebook in front of me, and I cancelled it, and she replaced my gap with her sister, and they carried on showing off and going on about this holiday all the time, and I had to just delete her and stop reading all the stuff because she just basically dumped big time on me, and I stopped speaking to her after that. She even actually contacted my sister and took my sister out for a drink. My sister's obviously has no empathy neither, so she actually went out for a drink with them because she's very lonely. So she screwed me over too. So, but then he did that. Then he asked my sister out to hurt me. So these are the kind of people that I had in my life. And she's got a very big family and I don't. So in my hometown, everywhere I go, I get stared at and ignored by her parents, her sisters, her husband, her friends. Everywhere I go, they just look at me and ignore me like I've done something wrong. So this toxic person, obviously, I don't know what she said to them because she can't say, oh, I screwed Val over. She would have had to make up another excuse as to what she did. But basically, my best friend told me that I wasn't as important as this other girl. She didn't give a shit whether I came on holiday, and I'm fucking selfish because I was putting my salon before this woman's child. What I would have done would have said, hang on a minute, I'm going to go talk to Debbie. Debbie didn't even know anything about it. I don't even think she went to her and said, look, can you change it? She would change the holiday. Would little Johnny mind if you weren't for his birthday? Or she might have even said, oh, look, I won't come because it's last minute. And what this Nancy did, obviously, was not go to her friends and get this holiday sorted out, and did it too late, and then decided to get me to change rather than them change. So this is the girl that's been in contact with Stumpy and has been screwing me over. That's one toxic relationship. She walks past me in the street, completely blanks me. My other friend, who was a friend of hers as well, she was great. I'm going onto my phone because I'm going to read you the text that she sent me. I had obviously discarded Stumpy. He nearly killed me. He nearly put me into an early grave. He tried to get me in a mental home. I'm sure he kept telling me I was mental. Whether I am or not, you don't tell people they're mental. So anyway, I can't even see how many minutes I've been doing. So this girl was in contact with me and him because we were all three of us mutual friends. And when I discarded, he discarded, whoever discarded. I went onto his radio page one day just to be nosy, and she'd written a comment on one of his comments, and he'd said a like, and she'd put some kisses. I sent her a text. It's not on here, I sent it on Messenger. It said something like, it started off with sorry. So she was supposed to have read the text in the context of being sorry. And I said, this was Jane, changed her name as well. Jane, I'm sorry, but I've just noticed that you're talking to Stumpy. It really hurts me, and I feel really sick and upset after what he's done to me. I would never have done that to you. By speaking to him, you're supporting him in his actions, having ripped my heart out. That's basically what I wrote to my friend. I got one back. Thanks for giving me time to reply. First, I was shocked to see him back on my page. Second, I put a comment to see if I got a reply from him, as I'm sure he must have mistaken me off his friends list. Word salad. Don't know what that means. She got caught out. She's just, you know, blubbering in a kind of caught out state. And after that, other things happened in my life, far more important, as I don't plaster my life all over Facebook. And thanks for the hurtful message, as I've stood by you through everything, and not just Stumpy. She's the one that took me to hospital when I thought I had cancer, so that's what she's throwing back in my face. Sometimes, Val, you let your emotions and spiteful side out before you even find out any truth behind it. I will remove your number from my contact, from my phone, and after this, as I have far more important things going on in my life other than Stumpy, but you wouldn't know that because you never ask. So I messaged back. The message I sent wasn't nasty, and I do check in with you a lot, in all ways. I'm always typing, hey, just checking in, how are you? Don't throw guilt back at me, Jane. If I was suddenly messaging your ex, you wouldn't be happy. We're supposed to support each other, so you may be shocked at my message. I was shocked at you still communicating with him. I had every reason to ask. Then just ask, Val. And I tried ringing her. It says, I'm ringing you. Then I said, this is mad, I did ask. Jane, we've stood by each other through everything, through a lot. I thought you were talking to Stumpy, and yes, my emotions kicked in again because he hurt me so badly. I've deactivated Facebook because, yeah, I was using it as an emotional crutch. I see that now. I don't want to fall out because of men. She never replied. And I haven't contacted you a lot recently. It's because of Stumpy. He put in my head all sorts of things. I didn't know who to trust as he fucked my head up. He made me feel paranoid. I stayed away from people. And you know that one, because she's had a lot of trouble as well. And you know that one. Okay, I'm being honest. Sorry for upsetting you. So I apologised to her. I get a text after being ignored for 3 months, which I've mentioned in another video, that she just stopped contacting me. I got a text about 2 weeks ago. I found it on the Monday. She sent it on the Saturday. It says, have we fallen out for long enough yet? What am I meant to do with that? Where's the apology? Where's anything? So what she's done, she's basically somehow been a disloyal friend. In that email, she talks to me and says how emotional I am and how spiteful I am. Well, again, if I don't know where the spiteful came from, but if she thinks that, well, she was the disloyal friend. She was talking to the psychopath who tried to screw me over and destroy me. And she kicked me when I was down. Friends don't do that. So my template kicked into that one as well. If you upset somebody and you ignore them for 3 months, if it was me, I would write a letter and say, hey, I'm sorry. I hope we can speak about what happened. I was in a bad place when you texted me that. I'm sorry for what happened. Please speak to me. I'd like to be mates again, or something. But have we fallen out for long enough yet? Big kiss. That says, I'll put you down 3 months ago. I don't want to play with you anymore because you're boring. I hate you and I've really hurt you and broke your heart. But now I'm going to pick you back up again like a little toy. And I'm supposed to be the little toy, like a little puppy dog. Okay, no, you screwed me over. You spoke to my ex behind my back. And this is where it comes to the template. Firstly, I wouldn't do that. If my friend had a really hard time with a bloke, with anybody, my loyalty stood with her, I would have told him where to stuff it. I wouldn't be contacting him. I wouldn't then contact her and tell her all those nasty things, and how she expects me to be friends with somebody who basically calls me those things and says those nasty things to me. And now she comes back to me, having spoke to him, had him, you know, let him do his smear campaign, probably say all sorts of stuff about me. I don't even know what he knows, what she knows, or what they've said. But no, I'm not having it. I'd rather be on my own. So I've not answered to it. I've not replied to that text, because the best thing to do is to take charge. Rather than take charge by words, take charge by silence, like they do. If they do no contact because they want to be in charge, well, I'm doing no contact. I just think, no, you don't pick me up like a toy. You've said some hurtful things to me. I'm not your friend, because friends do not say that, and my template would never do that. I would support her. I would stand by her. I would never say that she was spiteful or that she was too emotional. I went through hell. I don't know how many breakdowns. I was on tablets, blah, blah, blah. Your best friend should not say to you, you're far too emotional. You live your life on Facebook. I said a lot on Facebook. I was putting quotes on about narcissists, like we all do. I was crying for help. If she was a good friend, she would have seen that, and she would have messaged me and said, Val, are you okay? You're putting a lot on. You look like you're desperate. Or stop embarrassing yourself, please. You know, you should stop doing that on Facebook. No, but to throw back an argument, it's not a friend. Because I value friends. I'd rather value one friend who's good to me rather than have 6 that I put up with, because I'm so wanting to have friends, and I need friends, and I need validation from friends, whether they're bastards to me or not. I won't. I'll have no friends if that's the case. I'd rather be alone. So again, these toxic people, the question at the beginning was, would I let these people back into my life? No. No, because I'm a strong enough person. I do not want toxic people in my life ever again. For people to make you feel so low that you want to die, no one should make anyone else feel like that. I cried when I got that message from my friend. I felt sick. I was shaking. I couldn't believe that my best friend would turn around and call me spiteful, too emotional, throw back at things that she did for me in the past. Do not use that as currency. If someone's done something to you in the past, you don't let them bring it up and say, but I did this for you. Hurt you today, bring the good up in the past. It's no. You don't bring the past up. The past is what we do. Friends are friends, but friends don't do that. But why do they do that? I did this for you last month. I did this for you last week. Why? No, just because she took me to hospital. She sat while I had my tests for my cancer. No, don't throw that back in my face. That's my template. She's fallen off the bloody template. She's so far out the edges of the template. She's in space. So, please, all I can say after this huge long waffle, have a template. If people don't treat you how you would treat them, leave them alone. Quality, not quantity. Value yourself. Don't have people in your life and put up with people's crap because you feel that if you don't, you're not someone. You're someone whether you're on your own or not. But to put up with people that treat you like shit, that's not being someone. That's just, I don't even know what that's being. So, no, I wouldn't go back with Stumpy. He nearly killed me. I wouldn't go back to being friends with Jane because she basically was disloyal to somebody who nearly killed me. And my other friends basically called me selfish bitch because I put my business in 50 people. Half of these people that she wanted me to cancel could have been going to parties, to funerals, could have been their holiday, could have been their birthday, could have been a treat. They may have lost somebody. They might have been going to a funeral. Anything. I don't cancel all these people. It's my business and I value my clients as well as my friends. So being the way I am has been quite hard, and it's probably come back to bite me on the arse. But you know what? I'll die. I'll go to heaven, and I'll feel okay. I can live with myself. And that's who you've got to live with in the end, is yourself. Have a template. Don't let anyone else shape it for you. You shape your own template, and if they don't fit in it, tell them where to stick it. Jog on. That's what I say. Jog on. I'm going to stop now because I've gone on for a hell of a long time. You really wish bad on these people, but they always fall on their feet, and who's left behind is the ones that struggle and suffer. But in here, what you've got to live with is how you are in the end. That's the most important thing, is who you are. Okay. Sorry, I'm going now.